So, welcome everyone to Removal of Masks. We're running through the epic Chaosium campaign, Masks of Nyarlathotep. The crew are in England at the moment. They are in the hills of Derbyshire, in a little village called Lesser Edale.
Ellie, you look like you have a cigar.
You do. Yeah, if we do an in-person session, we all have to come in costume.
Oh my god, yes.
With props.
That would be fun.
Okay, so we need to do it before Loveday dies, because my next character is a guy. And I'm not ready for that.
That shouldn't stop anything.
Yeah.
No, fake mustache.
Oh, yeah.
You'd rock a fake mustache.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I think we'll go straight into getting a bit of recap from the players to see where their characters are and how they got here last session. Let's start with Bob. Where is Mick at the moment, and how did he get there?
Okay, so Mick and Valentine and Florence are all on their way back from the vicarage, where they had a lovely cup of tea and cake, I think. No, you didn't have a cup of tea and cake?
They were terrible cucumber sandwiches.
That's correct.
Yeah, cucumber
Even better.
sandwiches.
It was cheese and cucumber. Did I invent that? Because I have a thing about cheese and cucumber sandwiches being awful. It wasn't.
No,
there was no
it was
cheese,
butter.
just-
Too much butter.
Ooh, too much
Cucumber
butter.
sandwiches with
Too
too
much
much
butter.
butter.
It's important we get this right.
It's something essential, like getting the message out there. Cucumber sandwiches have to have
The comments,
exactly the right
comments
amount
are
of butter.
Vicious on this one. I'm
Super
so sorry,
important.
everybody.
Comments would be
I've let
like,
the
it
team
should have been-
down. I've let
People
everybody
roll in
down.
saying it should have been cream cheese, not butter. That's what we
Somebody,
get in the comments.
when I was a younger man, my girlfriend's mother used to give us cheese and cucumber sandwiches all the time, and it's like it's burned into me. Anyway, so we're on our way back from Cucumber Town. We're on our way back from the vicarage we are on our way to the inn, and on the way we have seen a shadow in the bushes, and we have not yet, I believe, reacted to that. So we've had a nice chat.
No, yeah.
He's a vicar, isn't he? It's a vicarage. He's a vicar. That's how that works.
He was the vicar, yeah.
Okay, so we had a nice chat with the vicar. Mick has arranged to come back and have his confession heard the next day. And the gang are all planning to go up to visit Lord Arthur Vane tomorrow. Florence's lord. That is where I believe our half of the cohort is at.
Okay, I love that he's Florence's lord.
But it's not fucking mine.
So so then, Florence, why don't we let you jump in there? Because I think there might be a little bit more background to how people think it's your lord and why we're in Lesser Edale and how you got here.
Right, so I'm going... Correct me if I start at the wrong point, because it's one of these things where I remember all the things that happened, just like, which happened last time. So, I called up Arthur, Lord Arthur, who I know through my dad. And
it's worth saying that you called him up because your memory was jogged by seeing the article about Lesser Edale. He went,
Yes.
"Oh, I know people up in Lesser Edale," and he went, "Oh,
Yeah.
do you know what? That might be a good person to call to help."
Yeah.
Ruby.
Yeah. So we saw some newspaper articles about a beast in Lesser Edale that had been... Did it say in the news article that it had been shot by the police officer? Or did we find that out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I remembered, like, oh, I know people from there. So I had previously used my contact to help with Ruby's legal difficulties, but then I called him back up and said that we were planning to be in the area anyway, and we were going to stay at the inn, and maybe we could pop in for some lunch. And so we've arranged to stay in for lunch. And yes, so we drove up, and Valentine drove us. So we've driven to Lesser Edale. We've got some rooms at the inn, and there's only really one inn because it's a fairly small place. And then we decided to pop in at the vicarage and say hello to the vicar. And then, so we met the vicar, and we met the vicar's housekeeper, and she was very, very old. And she made us the terrible sandwiches. And he acknowledged that the sandwiches were terrible. And then on the way out, I noticed that he had some letters with a strange letterhead about the Golden Druid. And then as we were walking back, and was it very dark or very rainy? There was something about terrible conditions. Or
Kind of dark and
Both.
oppressive weather, and the
Both.
evening has closed in. It was really kind of getting prematurely dark.
Yes,
you were kind of
I-
feeling you were kind of getting stuck out in the night, and that's when you heard the rustling in the bushes.
Yeah, I remember saying, because I think I'd originally suggested like going for a walk, and then it was just like, oh no, there's not enough time for a walk. But there is time to go to visit the vicar. And then we got caught in the rain, and then we saw a beast. Oh yeah, and now I remember the housekeeper made us stay outside in the rain. What a very unpleasant person. Yes, and we were walking back after seeing the vicar. We saw something creepy, which, if it is the werewolf, allows us to do for fair amount of process of elimination, because Loveday and Ruby are in the pub with a bunch of people, so none of them can be a werewolf if this is the werewolf, but maybe it's not the werewolf. We will have to wait and see.
Okay, super. So now we know where Michal and Florence are and how they got there. Ruby, why don't you tell us where you and Loveday are, and how you got there?
Yes.
And Valentine, I believe. You're all three together, aren't you?
No, I'm with,
Valentine is with Michal and
Oh!
Michal Florence.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay.
I think actually I'm the only one who's seen the werewolf. I don't think the other two have seen.
You're the only one who's seen the shape in the bushes, correct?
Yeah.
Because you passed your spot hidden. Sorry, it all comes back to me. Sorry about that. Anything to add in that case to our vicarage anecdote, Valentine? How did you find meeting a Reverend Patton? I think Patton.
was it Jeremy? Jeremy
Yeah,
Stratton.
Stratton. Reverend Stratton. Jeremy Stratton.
Yeah, he was the same as any kind of priest I've ever come in contact with. The only thing to add is just that those cucumber sandwiches were an insult to food.
Sorry,
It is
any priest.
Oh, excluding
No,
you,
no,
of
no,
course.
it's good. No, I know where I stand. That's grand.
Oh, poor Mick. Yeah, maybe we'll zoom on to Ruby and how we got on in the Laughing Horse Inn.
Yes, the Laughing Horse Inn with the very creepy sign. Well, first I do want to say as well that Loveday very kindly got us, or hooked us up with a load of guns. Sadly, couldn't get the grenades, but we did get the guns. So we headed off. We got to the inn, and we met a fair few people in the inn, didn't we, Loveday? Actually, there was Larry. Larry was in there. There was also Ernest. He was an elderly man that we got talking to quite a bit. And was the constable in the inn as well? Did we briefly saw the constable, didn't we?
Yeah, he'd come in at the end, and I've written down, he's sure all is well.
Yes. He
Which
seemed
I
adamant
fully
about
believe.
that, didn't he? Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We believe everything. But we also got very drunk, so there was...
That's right, and you met. That's
all
it.
up for debate.
Ernie Wallop is the one, and you're getting the feeling that maybe Ernie Wallop is a bit of a poacher.
Ernest Wallop, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Because they seemed
Yes.
very... possessive over the land, don't they, and where we actually go hunting.
Yeah,
So
so
there
we
is that
said,
as well.
everyone keeps telling us not to go on Lord Arthur Vane's land, and we keep saying, well, that's fine, we'll just go somewhere else, and then people are like, no,
There's nowhere else.
it's all his
his.
land.
Yes.
So let's hope Florence can hook us up.
I'm sure she can.
Yeah.
It's whenever you bring up the hunting part, that's where that kind of kicks in, is the, oh, be careful hunting now. And I'm pretty sure
Them big
Florence
rabbits.
also got a little bit of a warning about wait, if you're going to be
Yes,
hunting,
I did. I
you
forgot
know,
about that. Yeah,
I'd
'cause
better
it
tell
was,
the
we needed an
gamekeepers not to
excuse.
shoot you.
Yes, yes, that was our excuse of why we were there, because there's not a lot of reasons why we would be there, which is the problem. And I haven't seen these people in quite a while, so it wouldn't just be an impromptu visit for no reason. So I think it was, we're going on a hunt.
Yes. And also I need an excuse to get guns off my dad.
Yes.
And grenades,
an
but
excuse.
the grenades didn't come through, which I'm not going to be sulking about for as long as I live. It's fine.
I will. Valentine is absolutely sulking.
Oh, I did the thing where half my notes got deleted because you have to press save changes, otherwise it just deletes them.
No.
And I'm just like, God
That's
damn
so
it.
sad.
And I know that
Well,
I
if it makes you
did
feel
a
better-
psychology on the Vicar and got a bunch of information, and I had it written down, and I'm like, I don't know, he was suspicious, and that's about all I can remember. That I'm pretty certain that he was lying.
Yeah, well, if it makes you better, I have all my notes from the last session, and the main
good.
bulk of them is my list of the guns I wanted, and that's pretty much all I've got on the piece of
Look
paper.
at my notes on the Vicar here. I'm like, I don't think you're missing anything on the fucking Vicar. Elderly,
Okay.
balding. That's what I got.
Balding.
Knows more than he
Just the
lets
fact
on.
that I think, yeah, he knows more than he's letting on.
Yeah.
The only kind of little thing I noted about him was he was wearing a silver cross, which could be werewolf related, or possibly just the fact that he's a priest. But also at
Yeah.
one point, Guy said he seems to be pretending or claiming to be older than he is. Like he was like,
Yes.
He said he was like acting.
Interesting.
He was acting more dothery or something than he
Yeah.
actually is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, but Loveday hasn't given us her recap other than to say she was somewhat miffed and will sulk forever about not getting grenades.
Yeah. My father will hear about it again, don't you worry. I was just saying to the others, my notes, I'm so bad at taking notes that pretty much all my notes from last session are just a list of the guns that I wanted.
Priorities.
I did write down the Vicar has a silver cross. I just wrote down the name Larry. I remember that Larry was in the pub.
Lawrence showed
And
up,
he's, and he and Florence were great pals growing up. There's definitely something off about him, but we're reasonably confident he's not the werewolf anyway because he's in the pub and the werewolf is outside and he is actively there with us right now. And he seemed very personable otherwise. And then my last note just says, Constable Tumwell is sure all is well. Because we did ask him, are you absolutely certain it was that horrible beast you killed? And he was like, yes, don't you worry. But I don't believe him.
I don't either.
Can I just make an observation that we're all very casually trotting out that we've seen the werewolf when I don't know if that
We
was
don't know.
actually
That's true, it was just a-
explicitly stated.
It might not
I,
be
I don't even know if we know what a werewolf
weirdo
is in the
bush.
1920s.
So
That's a whole other problem.
What?
I just have written
I think
that
mythology is older than 1920s. I think
Yeah.
people... Man, wolf. I'm pretty sure it's old.
I'll tell you in the intro of the next session my favorite werewolf movie.
Werewolf in London.
No, it's a French one from about 20 years ago. It's really, really brilliant. It's about the loup-garou. It's brilliant. Really cool. Anyway, okay, so what we might do then, we might start off in the dark of our village in Lesser Edale. You're coming back from the Vicarage. It's much darker than you'd expected. Torch is out. Someone definitely had a torch. Torch is out, lighting up the way in front of you. The rain is eased up a little. It's more a horrible drizzle now than the lashing, drenching rain that it was earlier. You're kind of moving along, trying to make your way quickly, get out of the rain, get into the light, not be caught out in the dark too long. And there's a rustling in the hedge. In the church ground, you look over the wall, looking to the it could even be the graveyard, but definitely the church grounds. Don't really see anything until Valentine catches a glimpse of its shape, kind of partly hunched over in the bushes. Maybe 15, 20 feet or so away from you. Can't make out any features, can't make out any detail of this figure. There, slowly moving away from you, deeper into the bushes. What do you do, Valentine?
So wait, the figure's moving away from us, not towards us. I just keep walking, but whisper to the guys, okay, don't look. But in the graveyard, there's a weird figure in the bushes. Don't look.
Don't look.
It's you looking. Don't look. Just keep walking. It's not coming towards us, but someone creepy in a graveyard at night is not a good sign.
Well, some people might just be visiting graves.
Oh.
I'm starting to walk faster.
Oh, I don't like that noise. Okay.
I think we should look, Valentine. Is it alright with you if we look?
God, fine.
Lydia!
Alright, let's look.
Lydia, where are you? You need
Hello?
to come home, Lydia.
Fuck, come on, what did she go to? Hello?
Oh, who's there? Who's there? Oh,
Friends, we come in peace.
stay back. Stay back. Oh,
What?
Didn't
It's coming towards you.
oh no. And the kind of rustling is, the bushes are kind of shaking and really kind of rustling. And someone kind of staggers out into your torchlight.
He's drunk.
In the
He's
graveyard.
only drunk.
And he's drenched to the skin. He's kind of wearing a woolly cap, kind of rolled up around his head. He's got the collar of a quite light coat turned up around his neck, and he's kind of clutching it in front of him. He's kind of hunched over in the cold, and he's, have you seen Lydia? Have you seen my daughter?
No.
I don't think so. What does she look like?
She's gorgeous. You've
It's very subjective.
yeah, but and yeah, you're right. He's clearly had a few drinks already. But he also, anyone give me a psychology check?
Hard success.
Ooh. He is also quite obviously in heavy distress.
Okay. All right, we'll help you look for Lydia. What's going on? Where is she? I mean, obviously you don't know where she is. What's going on?
I don't know. I haven't seen her. It's been a while.
Yeah.
How long?
I don't know. It's all a blur. She's out here somewhere.
So
She
can we
has
take
to
you
be.
home?
So, is she at home?
Well, could we
Right.
take you home? You seem to.
Do you
be
think
a bit
Lydia's at
stressed
home?
with
Maybe she's at home. Maybe she got home before me.
Look,
Where's my
no,
home?
I tell you what we need to do, lad. We need to get you down to the Laughing Horse and we'll get people to help, all right? Come on, we'll go down there now. We'll see who
No,
helps us.
no, they'll all just give me a hard time. And no, I need to find Lydia. You said you'd help me.
All right, yeah. How
When
long has
did
Lydia
this
been
happen?
missing? Lydia's fucking dead, I bet you.
I don't know that she's missing.
I don't.
Um,
What do you mean? She's dead?
And I didn't say that out loud. That was above the table. I should have been clear. Look, when was the last time you seen her?
I don't know. It maybe yesterday. It could be longer. I don't know. It's all a blur.
Right.
Lydia, are you out here, Lydia?
What day do you think it is today? So
Right, hang on. I'm trying to make signals to the guys of like.
no, we're not going
I
to
think-
kill him.
No, I'm not talking about that. Listen, Nan. I think we need to head down here to the Laughing Horse. There's people down there who can tell you where Lydia is.
No,
Right?
no, they
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
guarantee you-
I asked up there earlier. I asked
Right.
up there earlier. I asked a few times. Nobody knows. What?
Right. Okay.
What are you saying? Step out into the light where I can see you, man.
Oh, here I am in the light. Look at me. This is what I look like. How are you getting on?
Oh,
Listen.
it's cold.
What's the last
You
thing
wouldn't
you
have
know
a-
about
Out of the
Lydia?
cold.
Will you come up and talk to the vicar?
Um,
Oh, yes.
He has cucumber sandwiches and the whole shebang, and he knows what's going on. We'll sort this all out.
uh, yeah, yeah. We can do that.
Good stuff. What's your name?
Um, me, have you seen my daughter, Lydia?
Doctor.
No, we haven't. Come here, come on, follow us. Can we lead this lad up to
Yeah, let's
get this guy to
let's
follow
go
us
to
up
the
to the vicar's
vicarage.
house?
Try to move in.
Thank
Well,
you,
no,
Doctor.
the
The vicar will sort you out. I was there only moments ago.
no,
and
the
I
vicar,
believe he
the
might have
vicar's
mentioned
just going to
Lydia.
say the same. He's just going to do the same.
What's he
No,
going to say?
Lydia
Who
Parkins.
will help you?
Have you seen Lydia Parkins? I need to find her. And he's starting to get a bit distressed now. He's like kind
It's
of
all
getting
right,
agitated.
It's all right. It's all right. The vicar will help you out.
Do you
I
think
think he
he'll?
knows
Do you
where
think
she
he'll
is.
help me find her?
I think he knows exactly
Yes.
what's
He's
going
been
on.
he's been
Absolutely,
strange
absolutely.
about it. I think.
Yeah, come on up. We'll talk to him.
Well, I think you can help.
Okay.
Okay, let's go before he changes his mind.
Would you have a skirt of whiskey maybe around you? Just a wee bit.
I don't, but I bet you the vicar does.
I'm so cold. It's the only thing that keeps me warm at the
Well,
moment.
let's get
Let's
inside.
go inside to the vicarage, and I'm sure
That'd
he
be
has,
very
he has
warming,
whiskey.
and the vicar can help you find your daughter.
No, but his housekeeper will just send me away.
Well, she's
Not
gone
at all.
home.
We
Not
got
with-
past
not
her
if
once
you're
a
with
way
us.
today, man.
All right.
No problem.
Okay. Where is it?
Up
Where
there by the
This
church.
way.
Like
This way.
it's a long way from Mam Tor to the vicar's house.
We're not at Mamtor, lad. We're not at Mamtor. We're right beside the vicar's
I
house.
am. I've been walking around Mam Tor for the last I think 6 or 7 hours.
Have you? What brought you up there? Why'd you go that way?
I was looking for Lydia. I told you.
Right. Well, come on. Keep walking.
He kind of staggers towards you, and he gets to the wall of the kind of church grounds, and he starts trying to clamber over it to you, and you can see straight away, Mick, he's coming headfirst over the wall.
Okay, brilliant.
It's not a big drop. It's about 4 or 5 feet, but it'll be a headfirst drop.
Can we do our best to support this man? I'll run in anyway and try to.
You could grab him and try and
yep,
help him
I'm
support him.
strong.
Tough can tell them not to.
Together, we should be able to hold him.
Yeah. Together is no problem. You support him, and thank you. And he kind of he fully collapses over, arms flailing a bit, and you're ended up the two of you are holding him and fully off the ground. Oh, can you put my feet down?
Maybe it's easier if we carry him.
No.
Oh, he'll only struggle to. He's not unconscious.
What if I see Lydia? I have to be able to go to her.
Absolutely, that's the
Well,
good point.
if-
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, if you see Lydia, I can go to her and bring her to you.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So you lead him up back to the vicarage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, you go to the door. It's dark, the vicarage, but you can see there's heavy curtains pulled over the front window, so you can kind of see little creases of light in the window, but that's it. So you can tell the vicar is definitely up and awake, but he has the place battened down. Valentine straight up knocking, ding, ding, ding. No rest for the wicked. About a minute or so later, who's out there? Who is
if you
it?
haven't seen
Terribly sorry
Florence
to-
and, yeah, we're back. A parishioner needs your help. Urgently.
We're terribly sorry to bother you, but a man has just collapsed on us. We would like to come in.
Who is he?
It's Lydia Perkins' father.
Oh, good heavens. John. Well, a second. And you hear the rattle of a chain. The door opens a crack and he looks out and he sees John and he kind of opens the door. Oh, come on, get him in, get him in. Oh, he must be frozen.
He is frozen. He's out looking for his daughter Lydia, and we felt it best if you explained to him where she is.
Thank you. It has
Sorry, now,
been
it's not our place,
explained.
like,
It
I
has
mean,
been
honest to God.
explained a number of times.
Yeah, well, in the middle of the dark at the cemetery,
Would you
we're not
know
gonna
where
explain it to him
he
again.
lives?
Oh, I do. He's there's a good bit up the road. Do you think you could get him home?
At
He
the
did
moment,
not
this
want to
man
go.
is out looking for his daughter, and he needs, I think, to understand. or
Yes.
to be helped to understand in some way before he's sent home.
I'll talk to him now. We'll have a little conversation. Bring him in. Get him in front of the fire. I'll talk to him now. Come on, John. You bring him in, lead him into the living area.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that the vicar has settled himself down. That leather-bound journal, Florence, that you saw on the table is open, and he's obviously been reading through it. There's a notepad beside it. The English Latin dictionary or translation guide is open beside it. Says he's clearly settled himself down to work for the night here. But he's much more concerned with John. He's leading him over, getting him sit here. He turns and looks. One of you, in the kitchen, the cupboard nearest the door. There's some spirits. Maybe bring some whiskey. If you could put it into some hot water if you like, but otherwise just bring a glass of whiskey. If you've got time, maybe if the kettle is still hot, some hot water would be good.
I'll go do that.
Now, John,
And
I've
can
got
I
a
just
blanket
ask,
here.
while I
Get that
go-
around you.
While I go do that, can you just brief us on the layout of the house in terms of the correspondence we saw earlier on? That was in a separate room?
No,
Sorry,
that was all in the living room.
He's all in there with all that stuff.
Yeah. And that's where he's brought you. There's only that room in the front. That's it. The back is the kitchen area. Like I said, there's like 2 down, 2 up. He's got a living room area, a kitchen area, and then upstairs. You're gonna guess it's about the same layout. It'd probably be a bedroom and a bathroom.
Okay. All right. Well, to the kitchen I go.
Very modest little vicarage. You go into the kitchen. It's very clean, very well cared for. Everything meticulously put in its place. There are fruit in a very nice little bowl on the counter. There is a teacup with a little pot beside it and 2 tea bags in the pot, but not with water, just ready for boiling water to be poured in to make tea whenever the vicar's ready for his tea. It's all set out ready for him. He barely need to do anything. Just pop into the kitchen, grab what he needs, and go back. So obviously he's being well cared for by his housekeeper. So you go to that cupboard, you open it up. There's whiskey there. Are you gonna make a little hot toddy, or are you gonna just bring him a glass of whiskey?
I'm going to take the whiskey. I'm going to put it into a different cupboard.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say, "Where's the whiskey? I can't see it."
It's in the cupboard beside the door.
I don't think so, Father. I can't banging of cupboards. It's not what you said now.
Is there any other spirits in there?
Jesus, I can't see it. There isn't. I can't see. Would you mind? Maybe you. Am I looking at the right cupboard? Am I?
Yeah, the one nearest the door. Look.
Which door?
Okay, give me one moment. John, you just stay here. The ladies will stay and talk to you. Could you keep him talking? I'm going to go and help your friend find the whiskey. Yeah. He'll be anyway. He trots off into the back. Now, Mick, it's right in here, and he opens up the first cupboard.
It's
Oh.
not. You see, but
Is there anything on the desk that we can creep at?
That's not like Sarah.
You go. I'll talk.
That doesn't make any
John,
sense.
we're going to make sure that you're all right.
Whiskey's
We're going to
very
get you
light and
warm, and we've got you here by the fire, and then we're going to take you home, and the vicar's going to come in and talk to you in a moment, and we'll get you a nice hot drink.
is that are you minding looking through his stuff?
Excellent miming.
Okay, he's wrapped himself up in this blanket now, and Florence, you can see that the blanket is getting wet from the amount of water on him, and as you're talking to him, he's nodding. He's like, "That's fine. Once look, maybe Lydia will be back at the house, and then tomorrow, we can get everything sorted out."
Yes, I think getting you home and safe, and then you can take the next steps from there.
That's
Getting you warm. You can't look for anyone else if you're not
That
looking
is-
after yourself, now can you?
no. Yeah, they should be back at the house. It'll all be good then. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
going back to the house, looking after yourself, keeping
Yeah.
keeping yourself warm and healthy. Otherwise,
You sure Lydia will be there?
won't be able to. I think if you keep yourself warm and dry and you look after yourself, then you can look for Lydia. I think that's the important.
But
order
she'll
of
be at the
things.
house. She has to be. And his face kind of completely.
Well, let's
screws up.
wait until the
And you
vicar
can
gets in
see,
and
you
get
can
a hot
see,
drink.
Florence. You think he's probably starting to process and come back to a realization that she's dead.
Yeah.
But he's kind of fighting that and trying to hold her back. Meanwhile, Loveday. So yes, there is the same letterheads and the same correspondence as you saw with the Derwent Valley Order of the Golden Druid. There is the Latin to English translation primer, and there is the old leather-bound journal, which seems to be, now you can see it's open. It's in Latin, and there's various kind of half-translated notes and bits and pieces written beside it. But there's also one slip of paper you can see that has the word vein clearly as part of the translation. Are you trying to have a little read, or are you purloining things, or are you
I think it'll be very obvious if I purloin the journal.
you just
Just
trying to
so I
get a gist of what it's about from the translations, the notes he's made?
I think so.
Okay. It is a journal of another reverend. It is there's a good few sections of his translation notes that are kind of working out the declension of certain verbs, but also the word dog, hound, various kind of synonyms for hound, and even there's lupus wolf crossed out. And that is what all that's immediately clear in a quick kind of glance through. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Mihal, it's the work of maybe 10 seconds for the vicar to crack open two other cupboards and go, well, that is remarkably strange. Sarah would never usually put it in here. Here, and he hands it to you and
Oh,
walks
very good,
straight
very
back
good.
into.
Come here to me, Vicar.
I need to get back to John.
No, that's
I
what I
need
wanted
to make
to
sure
talk to you
he's
about.
okay.
That's what I need to talk to you about. Are you aware, Vicar, that man's daughter was involved with the dog?
Yes,
attack,
I'm
so she
aware.
died.
And
And
he
why
just
doesn't he know?
keeps walking on straight
Hello.
into the front room. Valentine, give me a stealth roll, please,
Oh no!
to be discreet and not be obvious about the fact that you're rifling his desk as he comes back in. Is that my favorite sound? The crushing sound of a fumble? No, it's just a
No,
favorite.
it wasn't a fumble.
Okay.
No, not a fumble. Just a regular one. Just a regular one.
Just regular. Just regular.
Oh, John, don't worry. There's a drink coming now. It'll be okay. And he looks at you, Florence. Thank you, Miss Harper. Good of you. Nice to see somebody taking care of the man and not trying to take advantage of his situation. Proceeds to make him comfy and wait for me Hall to come in, all the while keeping an eye on you, Valentine, making sure he's got it.
I was looking for a Bible. I thought reading from it might be helpful.
Oh yes, of course.
These French
You
have
don't have one?
unconventional manners.
Yes. Generally, we like to stick to the idea around here that local things are for local people.
It's a local Bible. Is that an English thing?
Yes. We'll discuss that later. Maybe once your friends have taken John back, you and I can have a little conversation about going through an old man's things. This is make you walk in as he's saying this. Going through an old man's things while he's distracted.
That would be very weird indeed.
Would it?
Whiskey.
You give that to John there. Perhaps your friend Loveday would mind stepping out into the corridor for a quick, or maybe the kitchen for a quick conversation with me.
Sorry, Loveday isn't here.
Do you mean
Valentine.
Valentine?
I think you know who she means, Valentine. He's old, like, he's getting mixed up.
No, he doesn't know Loveday.
He hasn't met Loveday.
My
That
vibes.
is a keeper mental failing, not a reverend.
Not just vibes so rancid they've spread across town from the pub. I need a word with that one.
Oh. Fast talk,
Is
fast talk,
everything
fast
all
talk.
right, Jeremy?
Do you mind stepping out here with me, miss? We'll have a quiet chat. I decide if I'm going to put you out of my house.
Oh, of course. I would like to overstay my welcome.
As soon as he's out of the room, I'm looking at that letter of the druid thing.
And I am going to continue to help the sick man.
At this point, he's kind of balled up around himself. He's clutching the whiskey and kind of sucking it down quickly, and he's more falling into sobs now than anything else. Valentine, the vicar brings you out into the hallway, and he gives you
He's gonna be a lizard, isn't he?
a very quick glance up and down. I don't know how you do things in France, miss, but here in Derbyshire, we don't consider it good manners to go rifling through someone's private affairs. Would you do me the courtesy of telling me straight up what you were looking for?
To be honest, we have heard so much about these horrible deaths. I felt like there would be some kind of information that we could use to help this poor man. And I hope you do not take offense. I feel that you seem to know some kind of information that you have not shared.
You don't happen to speak Latin, do you?
Not really. but it is close to French.
I have my schoolboy Latin. That's all. One of my predecessors was much more fond of the language and wrote his notes in his journal in Latin as some kind of peculiarity. I am trying to translate the journal to see if we can eke out some information for the Vane family.
I mean, hope you do not think me too forward, but one of our friends who is staying at the inn happens to be fluent in Latin. If you like, I could ask her to stop by tomorrow for a tete-a-tete with yourself if you were finding the translation very...
Look, let's step back
Texan?
inside. I will consider this matter dealt with. And he brushes past you. But yes, have your friend cut.
Priests are very strange.
And he stops as he walks in. Michal, how long did you spend at his desk?
Long enough to read one letter at the top. I was going to just scan as quickly as I could through one letter.
Okay.
Oh
the first,
my god.
The top letter was it's a circular inviting members to attend the monthly meeting and all attendant rites and ceremonies on such a date. It was the end of last month. Seems like they meet up around the last week of every month. So it's the phrasing is quite florid. A bit of you're not sure. Would you say pompous or pretentious or kind of deliberately flowery?
Okay.
And you're kind of looking over and you kind of hear the door opening and it's like, let her down. You may also make it stealth roll if you wish to be subtle and not be caught, or you can just brazenly turn around with it in your hand and not care. It's up to you.
Oh my god.
Stealth roll.
Okay.
Extreme success, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
So Michal, you
Good.
come in via Valentine, and Michal is kind of perched on the edge of the desk, very solicitously watching Florence caring for John. A look of absolute, priestly concern on his face. Stratton, the eyes were narrowed as he came in, and straight away then he's put it to his ease. It's like obvious you weren't anywhere near his things. You're merely sitting on the edge of the desk. Right.
And a look of deepest sympathy for him and disapproval of Valentine's behaviour on my face.
We'll pay for that later.
I pay for it every fucking
You
day,
definitely get
Valentine.
the look from me. You know the one Ruby got when she shot him. Okay. So Reverend Stratton comes in. He comes over, puts his hand on John's shoulder. John, now I'm going to ask these folks if they will run up to the Laughing Horse and maybe fetch someone who could take you back to your home. Would that be okay for you, John? Yes, as long as someone takes me home. She might be there. The nice young lady here said she's probably at my home. Yes, John.
Did you say that?
Where would you say
John,
that?
we've talked about Lydia, the incident. You know that Lydia has passed away, John. It's okay to let it go, and don't worry too much about trying to keep those emotions bottled up. No, it's fine. You're right. We've talked about it, and I don't want to. No, it's fine. I just need to get home and get into my bed. Kind of tight look of stoicism has come over his face now. Yeah, just get someone to take me home. Kind of a weird moment, and we're gonna leave that three of you kind of look at John, look at the Reverend, and go, what happens next? And we'll go back to Ruby and Loveday, who are in the bar. The whistling changed. It was a much more light-hearted and upbeat whistling, as Ernie let a kind of almost like a little jig rip, and the chat has become very relaxed and very infused with the drinks, as everyone's kind of got into the swing of things. There's a good bit of shoulder slapping and, oh god, isn't it nice to be out of the weather, and those kind of comments. And overall it's quite a pleasant place to be on a horrible cold wet winter's night. Better than being out on the dales or out in the hills. And suddenly, over all the din and the chat and the whistling and the clank of glasses, there is a screeching howl from outside. You don't know if you call it a shriek or a scream or a howl. It's you've never heard anything like it. It's a combination of anger and pain and just pure heart-wrenching aloneness. And it does like a off into the kind of almost like a wolfish howl toward the end, but it sounds like nothing you've ever heard before. It's hard to imagine even what kind of a throat that sound could come out of. You wouldn't imagine it coming out of any mortal dog. And everyone kind of pauses and looks at each other. And the constable is, another dog, or another dog loose, stray, or another dog. Oh, it's a bad time. Perception, spot hidden checks for me, please. You preference spot hidden or psychology?
Failure for me.
Can we do both?
No, that was okay. And failed far enough not to have any luck rolls. Anybody want to push a roll, or are you happy?
I'm happy.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to believe it.
Yeah.
Okay. And you kind of next thing, you're looking around and you see the constable looking very strangely at Lawrence. And then he gives a bit of a shrug. Anyway, nothing to worry about. Carry on. Get the next round. Come on. There's some kind of dog or something out there. Just hope the livestock are okay. Yes, that must be it. Yes, that's right. Some kind of dog again. Lawrence. The whole
Could I ask
mood.
Larry for a psychology check?
You having a look at Larry and trying to see if you can pick up from him?
Yeah.
Go on, give me a psychology check as you kind of examine Larry a bit more closely.
A regular success on Larry.
He's much paler suddenly. It's like the blood is drained away from his face. But
Everything
you
okay
think
there, Larry?
You think he gets more shock than concern or fear or anything like that. It's like something he's really taken aback by this, like surprised.
Oh.
You're asking, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a chilling sound to hear on the
Is it a
dark
sound that you've
winter's
heard
night.
before?
Oh, I think we've all heard something similar last month or the month before. The nights of the killings, I think there was howls like that. That could be why it's just struck me a little.
I thought the constable would be out looking then if they've heard the sound before. You'd think he'd be scared if it's a repeat.
No. It's a dog. It was something like that. It's a dog. The last time it was something much more mendacious. It was some kind of weird, big black beast. Ernie pipes up. So what you're saying is it was the black dog of Edale last time, were it? And this time it's just a regular dog. That ain't a working dog. Yeah, something like that. That's exactly, Ernie. Yeah, that's it, exactly.
Black Dog of Edale. That sounds like there's a story or a legend in there.
Oh, there's a legend of the Black Dog of Edale. There's a dog that roams these hills time to time for a couple of 100 years, maybe 300-400 years. This black dog comes time to time, roaming the hills, and can be fierce.
That sounds terrifying.
Well, you grow up with these stories and knowing to stay in dark at the night. It's not too bad.
And have you seen them, Ernie?
I've seen some dodgy shadows out there now. Could very easily have been the Black Dog of Edale. I tell you some stories that turn your hair white.
Ernie, did the stories say how the dog was stopped in the past?
Oh, it's never been stopped. Just it goes away for a while, comes back. Nothing can stop the Black Dog of Edale. He's there forever. It's not a natural dog, you see. Right, Ernie, now come on. No more of that stuff. It's in poor taste. I mean, if the Osgoods, if it was one of the Osgood family, they'd hear you and they'd be not happy. That's right, Ernie. Come on, let's change the subject. Maybe we could talk about what we're going to do about the extent of the rain and the cold at the moment. It can't be good for the mining operations. I mean, the Blue John isn't going to get itself out of the ground, is it? That's none of my business now, is it? I don't take Blue John out of the mills. I take a few rabbits off the hills is all I take now and again. Yes, and some partridge and some pheasant from my father's game, and probably a deer or two as well. We're all fully aware. But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying we should all talk about something actually productive. Or maybe going back to just having a bit of a whistle. Maybe some drinks and chat, and not make such a big rigmarole over a dog howling in the night. I mean, there's no great mystery about that, is there? Whatever you say, Mr. Rain. That's right. Everything. Look, the main thing. Look, Ernie, you've got to be part of this now. You're one of the older, most sensible people in the village, and he's lowered his voice, and he seems like he doesn't mind you guys hearing, but he's trying to keep it from the wider crowd, as people have come back to kind of having drinks and stuff. You've got to be one of us who's got your head screwed on right, Ernie, and you've got to try and make sure that people don't go off on these flights of fancy and panic about nothing. I mean, the constable said it was a dog last time, it was a wild dog, and he killed it, and now, okay, so there's another stray out there. We just have to deal with it if it becomes a problem. There's nothing to worry about. Let's not panic, people. Right, you be.
Could I pull Loveday to one side and have a quick chat away from Pioneers?
No problem.
Loveday, what are we thinking about this constable? Do we think that he's trying to avoid the shriek that we all just heard? You heard that, right?
God, did I hear that? Yes, I think we're being lied to. I think they're lying through their teeth. I don't think they don't give me the impression that they're lying because they know anything in particular. I think they're just very frightened and they don't want everybody else to be frightened too.
Interesting. The first thing I thought was Florence, Valentine, and Mihal are out there, and we've just heard that shriek, and no one seems to be going to look.
My God, I hadn't even thought of that. Where were they going? They were going to the vicarage.
They were going to the vicarage, yeah.
I think. Well, I'm going to go get a gun and go find them. I think we can't have them out there unprotected.
Get a gun? What do you mean, get a gun? Nobody's running off with guns.
No,
Yes,
don't you worry your little head about it.
No.
It's all fine. I'm just going
if
to pop
anyone's
out to the
going
car
out there
and
with
fetch
a
my
gun,
lipstick. No.
I can.
I
If
just left a
you're
bag in
really
my car.
worried, I'll go out and I'll get my shotgun and I'll have a little. We'll walk up and down the village and make sure everything's okay.
Well,
I'd
we could
much
do that
rather
together.
stay in here.
Should we
with
go
my
out
thing.
together?
No, we'll
Yes.
bring a couple of ladies out into the dark.
Oh, we're
are
not
you
just any
touched?
typical ladies, though. I'll have you know.
Really? Sorry, what was your name again, miss?
Ruby, and this is my
Ruby,
friend Loveday.
Ruby have a surname.
Fontaine.
Ruby Fontaine. Roll a luck check for me, Ruby, please.
Had success.
No, that name is not yet known to the police in general.
Oof. That was a little bit tense there.
No, Ruby Fontaine. I'd much rather you stay in where it's warm and dry and safe, and not risk yourself. I mean, if it is anything like the last time, the last fella got pretty badly savaged, and he was the lucky one. Harold Short it was all but for me scaring it off and then tracking it down and shooting it, he'd have been dead. So I don't want to risk anybody's life and limb. I will go get my gun and I'll have a patrol around the town. Much as I'd rather stay here with my pint. I suppose you've shown me my duty. Go on, let's go back to your drinks. He kind of trudges over the door.
Appreciate that, Constable. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm going to give him a minute and then follow him.
Okay. Wait a minute or so. Open the door. Step out. Stand there, cigarette in his hand. Ah, really? Like that, is it? Checking up, making sure that Bobby's doing his job. Well, I am.
Well,
Having a good look up and down the
prepared
street, making sure it's all okay.
Excellent. Well, no trouble. In that case, you're watching out. I'm just going to pop into the car for a second. I'm assuming it... Did Valentine leave it unlocked?
You don't know. You want to go and check?
I'm going to go check.
I'll escort you. Make sure you're okay. Oh, you came out too, Ruby?
Yes.
Well, then he's doubly kind of suspicious. Interesting. I'll come along with you. Let's see.
Fantastic.
What do we got?
Just try the boot of the car.
You have a dog locked in the boot of your car or something? That's what you're
Never
so
ask a
worried
lady what's
about?
in the boot of her car, Constable. Is it open? I'm trying to get it open.
Look check. Sorry.
Luck check. Oh, sorry. Okay.
So speaking of which, after you've done this luck check, let's all do luck rolls.
Oh,
Look,
it was a
Ross, I was
success.
gonna say, we completely forgot again.
Yes.
Again.
I just squeezed in that little chance of you not. No, okay, go on. So the car is open. Yes, Loveday left it open.
Perfect.
Valentine,
I'm going to.
you're Loveday.
Thank you, Valentine, doing us a solid. So I'm going to pull open one of the boxes with the shotguns in and take one out. I don't care that he's telling us that we're not allowed
That's
to do
a
things.
very
I'm not used
fancy
to being
looking
told what I can't do.
Firearm. Is that? He comes close, has a look. The shotgun, is it?
It is, yes, my father made it.
No. Your father a craftsman, is he?
He's a magnificent armsman.
No.
I don't know what it is, I should know that.
Looks like a decent piece. Mine's up in my house. He holds out his hand. If you wouldn't mind helping the local constabulary.
Of course. Would you like an escort, Constable?
He's holding his hand out for the gun.
Yeah, he wants the gun.
Well, I'm very happy to escort you up to your house to fetch your gun, Constable.
Don't need
on
to.
very tightly.
This looks a fine piece of equipment. I'd very much appreciate the lend of it for the evening.
Very well. I'm going to hand him the one I'm holding and pull out the other one.
Eyes just widen a little bit, like. And some shells, by any chance?
Oh yes, drag the sack that we have forward.
Well,
Don't you worry,
open up
slugs or
two,
shells?
2 crates of shells and slugs. And he sees the slugs. He's like, what is it you're hunting again? Elephant?
Whatever I fancy.
Shells, please, of course. I would hate to shoot through the side of a house and kill a child. And he looks at you very meaningfully.
I'm going to do a handful of shells in one coat pocket and a handful of slugs in the other and see how the mood takes me later on.
He pops out the little magazine. He seems pretty competent. For someone who doesn't seem to have handled one of these before, he very quickly worked out there's a magazine, got the shells into the magazine, fitted it back in, quickly checks, makes sure everything's in order, make sure the action's working.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And at this point, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to say to Ruby, right, Ruby, do you want this other semi-automatic or do you want one of the double barrels?
I'll go for the semi-auto, please, Loveday. Thank you so kind.
Hand it over. And I'm going to borrow one of Valentina mixed
Meanwhile,
barrels, which presumably is
as the rogue posse begins to form, back at the vicarage.
Ready.
You folks had just got everything sorted and settled, and the Reverend is getting John convinced that he should head back to the house, and he turns to ask you who of you is going to run up to the Laughing Horse, when you folks also hear that blood-curdling, kind of almost shrieking howl from outside. Mick, to you, actually, give me a natural world check, both of you. Florence, or all three, Florence, Valentina, and me.
Natural world.
Yeah.
So, what is it? Natural world?
Yes. Comes under N.
Oh, it is there, yeah. Oh, very close. I'm going to use 2 luck points to make that a success. The 2 that I just got back.
Okay, just me, Hall, then?
I'll do the same. Just 2.
Ooh, okay.
Mine was well off.
Okay, good stuff. So Mihal and Florence, you both kind of, you'd almost compare it to the shriek of a fox. In kind of that blood curdling, high pitched screaming quality. But then there was deeper tones and like almost a human echoing to it, and then it trailed off with a bestial howl, like trailing off almost like a wolf at the end. But definitely at the beginning it was like that pained, terrifying shriek that a fox makes.
On a side note, there was a giant fox in my garden yesterday. Did not seem remotely bothered by me. Just trotted on past. Okay. So, how does the Reverend react to that?
Yeah, how's the Reverend react?
Eyes widen. See his eyes flick to the journal. Maybe don't go outside for a while. Do any of you remember if I locked the door when we came in?
I'll go check.
Let me to go check.
We'll both go check.
You both go out in the corner and check. It does occur to
the
you,
front door to have a look around.
why is he asking if he locked the door? as opposed to close the door.
The fucking goblin stuff.
Oh, does he think that it can use doorknobs?
Meanwhile, Florence, he kind of looks at you. Have you ever heard anything of the sort? That's a terrifying noise.
It didn't sound like anything I've ever heard. It didn't sound entirely like it's sort of a bit like a fox, but also a bit like a wolf, but not entirely either of those.
I've heard
That
something
was
similar
quite
last
strange.
a few months ago when the killings happened. Was a tough moment. I also saw it. I only glimpsed it momentarily when I was walking home after visiting one of my parishioners. It was now around 9 o'clock, and the moon was full. It's not full tonight, though. There was a heavy mist. I was opening the front gate. I heard a heavy breathing a few feet away. Looking up, I saw a huge dark shape shrouded in the mist. While the form was obscured, its burning red eyes filled me with terror. It let out a blood-curdling cry just like that, and I knew it had seen me. I dashed in the house, bolted, locked the door, thanking God for my safety. And there was a rattling of the doorknob behind me. It makes me worry that maybe the thing can open a door. Meanwhile, outside.
This. Are we done?
I
No,
can't get
no.
to respond to that.
You two have just gone to the door, and
Okay.
Michal has opened it. Valentine, as opposed to checking it's locked, he's turned the key and opened the door, and he's having a look outside.
Why?
Why? I'll tell you in a minute.
Good. Okay, if you get your head eaten off.
Michal, you see a kind of a flash of torchlight over the church wall, coming from the direction of
Who's there?
You call out.
Yeah.
Ruby and Loveday, faintly in the distance, you hear Mick's voice calling out, "Who's there?"
Was that Mick?
Mick! Mihal! Is that
Well,
you?
ladies, it might not be the best idea to start shouting around. No,
How far away did the house?
there's a beast out here. You hear their voices calling back to you, Mick. You'd say they're up at the end of the lane, probably up on the main street, but you know you're just down one lane away from them.
Yeah. Bring the guns.
We're coming!
Is that the voice? Is that an Irish accent I hear? You're not letting an Irishman be wandering around waving shotguns around, are you?
Well, first of all, that's extremely prejudiced, Constable. I expect better of you.
Well, you know what's
Second
been
of
going
all,
on.
we're
over there
waving the
recently.
guns.
There's been no end of trouble the last few years.
Do you know what? For the sake of our current relationship, we're going to ignore that and just move past it. And also, for the record, you're the one waving a gun right now, not him.
He throws a glance at the gun you are also brandishing. Yes. Good English folk around here waving our guns around. Yes, okay.
And Mick did ask Bob asked a good question. How far away was the howl? Can we tell? Was it like
It
in
was
the
loud.
streets of the village?
It was loud. But you could, without knowing what it sounds like up close, you wouldn't probably be able to tell how far away it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think the noise is replaying in Ruby's head, and now she's grabbing some shells and slugs out of the car and stocking up her pockets with them, hurrying Loveday along.
We've left your friend a bit behind. Maybe you should wait for her before we go down to the Mick.
Yes.
To the other chap. And he looks back where Ruby is still at the car.
Are they bringing the guns?
Yeah, I'm going to absolutely. I even back up so we're
And
still
it's shining
stood
the
with
torch
Ruby.
over toward you, Ruby, so you can see where you're going. Come on, miss. This is it's not wise to be out. Dangerous in this weather with these a wild dog out. He looks nervous. You don't need a psychology check to know that. He's definitely he has seen something. You can tell that from your own experiences of what it's like after you've seen something. But he's kind of being all bravado and gung ho about it. Right, he's down there. Do you think he might be at the vicar's house?
Yes, that's where they said they were heading. So let's hop to, Constable. You're making me somewhat nervous, I don't mind telling you. So let's chop. Come on, let's go. We're fine.
You're
3 guns, we'll be fine.
also making me a little nervous. The casual way you're handling that shotgun, miss. I hope you know how to use it.
Only a true expert handles it in such a casual manner, Constable. Let us go.
There's two types of people handle a gun that way. Huh. One of them is very, very dangerous, and the other one is knows what they're doing.
Can't I be dangerous
Right
and know
along
what I'm
ahead of
doing?
you. And as he pulls ahead of you, you hear a mumble, "Let's hope you're the first." No, let's hope you're not the first.
No.
He's walking ahead of you. He's hoping you're not the very dangerous kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we'll stick close to him when we Ruby.
Okay. In interest
But
of
guns at the ready,
rattling
head on
things
swivel.
along a little. You get to the vicarage. Anyone who wants to can go along with the constable as he roams the village, looking for whatever made the noise. There is no repeat of the noise. There's no sign of any creature. You go around looking for a good bit of time. Whoever wants to can get people from the inn. More people come out now, kind of seeing that the constable's gone out. A couple of the men folk have got themselves a bit riled up and have come out too. Kind of confidence in numbers kind of thing, and you get yourselves kind of organized, and somebody gets poor John back to his home, and ultimately the upshot of it all is you end up going to bed without any kind of further illumination. You don't. There's nothing else really to discover in the dark and the rain.
Would I have the opportunity to look at that journal quickly while we're at the vicarage?
That's what I was going to
No,
bring up if they came inside. No.
because it's all go get people to safety. Get if anyone raises it with the vicar, he's like, no, not tonight. No. We need to get things sorted, get things organized. The constable's in charge now. Just whatever the constable needs you to do. And the constable's like, I'd much rather the ladies went back to their rooms, but if you have to be out and about, just stick close to me and stay safe. So you get yourselves there's not really any opportunity to even get a chat with the constable. It's very much out. We're going on a bear hunt, right? And too little to no avail, right? But in the morning, as a good night, almost as a farewell, the vicar does say to Valentine, yes, if your friend wants to come down in the morning, we could have a look at the journal together. I would be happy to get some help. While you're outsiders, at least you seem to be smart and have your head screwed on. Nobody lost their minds over the noises in the night, and Constable Tumwell seems to be getting on quite well with your friends. So let's we can cooperate. Let's work together.
Good. I will ask Miss Loveday to call in the morning.
Okay, and I'm going to say let's take a little break there.
Can I show off my new cup? It's got tiny frogs holding knives.
Oh, so cool.
And it says,
That's the
be
best.
kind or else.
I think Bob Frog's
I
pretty cool.
like it.
Sorry, I was tuned out for a second. I need what?
I think Bob Frogster needs a cup with tiny frogs holding knives.
Yeah, this is my new mug with frogs holding knives.
Big fan of frogs holding knives.
It's just a classic. It's always funny.
Here
Every
we go.
time.
Yeah, sorry. Look, loved Ellie. Perfectly reasonable request to get in and try and have a look at the journal, but just in interest of wrapping one scene up and moving forward, it's just easier to make the step on.
I'm just so proud. I think we've made friends with a policeman instead of making an enemy. Look at us go. That's character growth right there. So you go find a different job.
We'll say he met you last night and
You
everything went
stay
well
with
to the
the
beginning.
vicar. You stay with the vicar.
And so
Oh,
he
he's not
doesn't
gonna
seem
let
a
me
fan
run
of the
along
Irish
either.
accent already, so...
Divide and
damn
conquer.
you.
You stay with the vicar.
In terms of Loveday meeting up with the vicar in the morning, we will probably gloss through that quickly. We'll have a Latin check to see if you get to grips with it. But what he'll probably say is, if you give a sign that you're getting it, he'll probably say, come back and we'll work on it together in the evening when we have time. Because it's going to take hours, and you have things to do at lunchtime. So, and that way we don't end up with the guys having a complete loose end and you studying a Latin book, while then we have to jump to the lunch scene. We maybe do the lunch scene first, and then go to...
I need to take another posh friend to the lunch. Loveday is like, I really want Loveday to be at the lunch. Just so I say, like, oh, I'm still in posh company.
What are you trying to say about the rest of us?
Nothing at all.
I have to stay at the inn.
Yeah.
Oh, we can bring a group. I just
too
definitely
poor
want
for
Loveday to be in
Florence
the
now.
group.
Be so incredibly out of character for Loveday to miss a lunch because she's studying Latin. Like, it would be so funny.
Okay, so morning comes. Would you guys be sleeping in or up bright and early with the birds?
I would like to get up early if possible because I just remembered I put some points into tracking in the last break. So I'd like to go out with my gun and see if I can find any evidence of this creature having wandered around.
How many miles off into the hills is Loveday going, or are you just looking around the village itself?
Just around the village. Because the Howl was close by, right? It was like it was around the streets.
As I said, and without ever having heard it close up, you can't tell how far away it was, but you can definitely give me a tracking check. Absolutely.
Yay. Failure. Never mind.
Okay.
Is any of us a really good tracker? No.
Where is that in skills?
Send your like general skills. Last one.
No.
No, me neither.
Although, actually, now I think of it, if any of the rest of you, if you guys have something you want to do while Loveday does some looking over the book with the priest, I mean, there are other leads, there are other things. You've got people you could talk to. I think you were planning to have a chat to the constable. You've got, you know who the victims are, so you could go looking to talk to the victims' families. There's all sorts of things you could do around the town, around the village. So it's up to you guys. I'm not going to say we have to rush it along because I mean the lunch will happen. It just if you want to do other stuff before it, you feel free. If you guys are getting up with the crack of dawn, you do have hours to go before lunch.
Yeah. I'd like to go talk to Howard. I was going to say Howard Shore.
Harold Short, yeah.
Harold Short.
Harold,
Shore.
yeah.
He's a filmmaker. Harold Short. I would like to go talk to him. If anybody would like to accompany me.
I would like to come too.
I had a feeling that you were going to say that.
Okay.
I do not appreciate you mocking these this early in the morning.
This is an Irish accent. I am from Roscommon.
Okay. So Valentine and Mihal are going to go talk to looking on Harold Short. Is anyone going to go to the Osgood farm or the Parkins house, or is anyone going to go and talk to Constable Tumwell? So Ruby, and Florence, you guys could grab one of those leads and go off that direction.
Yeah, sure.
I
I
feel
do want
like
to make
you've
sure that I'm there for the lunch.
Yeah,
because
yeah. You're all going to be
want
there
to
for
check
lunch.
Oh,
in
we've
about
we've
the,
got we've got up early. Lunch is at lunchtime, and I'm definitely not missing the lunch. So you're not gonna miss the lunch.
Yeah.
I feel like you've already developed some rapport with the constable.
the constable.
So
Yeah.
would that be one?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you two go to the constable. Valentine and Mihal go to the looking on Harold Short, and Loveday, you are going to pop into Reverend Stratton. Let's start with Loveday, because she's going somewhere on her own, and that's always more exciting. And also, let's not keep Loveday from being able to check on her Latin.
I'm so excited to use my Latin.
Okay. So, you head up to the Vicarage, and now it is a bright morning. Definite lightness in the sky. It is a lovely light, bright shade of grey, and the rain is quite reasonable. No less wet, but certainly not driving, lashing rain like it was yesterday. So you head over, bundled up. Do you bring a shotgun, or are you leaving those in the room or in the car?
Shotgun's going everywhere with me now.
Oh, really?
And I've taken back my semi-automatic from the constable as well.
Okay, you reclaimed your semi-automatic shotgun from the constable last night. Very good. You have so how exactly are you toting this around? Do you have it in a carry bag of some kind, or like you could have because they did come in kind of long carry cases, even though I know the whole thing was bundle wrapped in brown paper, but the four shotguns were all in kind of nice quality hunting cases.
Yeah, so I actually haven't checked whether this would be viable, but in my head I'm like Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption, you know? So I've got like the leather strap across me and it's kind of on my back in a case, just ready to whenever I need it.
So yes, you can absolutely have it in its leather case strapped across your back. Yep. How quickly you can ready it is a whole other conversation, but yes, it definitely it is carried like that.
Yeah. Is it? I need to check. Is it a buckle situation on a case, or is it a zip? Because that will make a difference.
It's an older case, so I would say it's probably a zip-up case.
A buckle.
No, probably
okay.
a zip-up.
In which case,
probably a zip-up case.
Probably a zip-up. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm good with
it's certainly it's not a pop press studs or anything. It's a bit older than that. So,
yeah. Perfect.
Okay. What it's not is a sequence of little leather ties or toggles.
Perfect. That's all. Just something that I can just go zip and out. I'm good.
So you shuffle on over to Reverend Stratton's house. He greets you at the door. He kind of intercepts the door and answers it before Mrs. Bright gets to the door. Good morning. Miss Llewellyn, is it?
Yes, you must be the vicar.
That's right. Yes, we met briefly last night, I think. But come on in. I believe you're fluent in the old Latin.
Yes, well, I will confess, fluent might be pushing it, but I learned it plenty at school, and I've kept up with my studies since, so I'm fairly confident I'll be able to handle anything you throw
I've only young schoolboy Latin myself. Not so much call for the old Roman tongue than your Irish companion. Yes, come on in. Look, this this thing that's going on. I'm trying to help out a friend. There's some concern. There's some rumors. We're trying to put rumors to rest. And there is this old journal. We're trying to decipher and discern from it what wisdom may have been had about this a couple of hundred years ago. We don't yes. Listen, the main thing is this we just don't want this to turn up in the press. If you understand, the Vanes are quite a private family. We want the locality to not become dragged through the mud. That said, if there is anything in this old journal that'll help, we need to get to it to prevent further deaths.
Well, you needn't worry on that score. I'm no fan of the tabloids myself, so I certainly won't be running to them with any information.
Very good. Okay. So and he brings you in and sits you down. He says, look, the main bits I've got to is this part of the journal here, and he brings you to the section he's talking about. This is dealing with the legends, the rumors, etc. And there's a continuous references to dog, hound, words like that. It took me a while to realize. I thought there was various different beasts it was talking about, and then I realized these couple of different Latin words all mean the same thing. It took me several nights poring over it and comparing to this primer, but maybe you'll have a little more success than I.
Yes, I'd be delighted.
He slides it across to you. So you're gonna have a little look. Give me a Latin check as you crack in and start. Are you going straight to the bit he's indicated? You're not kind of looking at the start and working through other parts. You're gonna go straight into the section he's pointed out.
Yeah, I think I'll look there to start with, and then if I see anything interesting, I will flick back. Oh, a failure.
No.
Wait, no. Hang on, let me do some maths. Okay, I'm going to spend 25 luck to make that a success.
That's a lot of luck.
This is my big moment. This is the one time I'm going to get to use my insane points distribution.
Okay.
And I'm not going to blow it.
So you're starting to get into it. You're making notes. You're writing things down, and then you happen to glance at some of his notes and his translations, and he's peering over your shoulder, and you kind of look up at him, and you look back at his notes, and you realize that there's a couple of words that you've transliterated wrong, and that he's already got the right translation of them, and so just luckily you picked that up, and you're, oh wait, that changes the context, that changes, oh no, that changes the structure of what we're trying to say. Oh wait, that, and it kind of unlocks it for you, right? So it takes some time. Okay, we're gonna say it takes you 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so you will need to be leaving pretty short after deciphering this to go for lunch. Okay, but what you eke out of this is the following: local legend speaks of a large hound-like creature said to walk the land around Edale. The legend recalls the beast was once the working dog of the last squire of the village, which howled for 3 days and nights at the passing of its master. Edale folk say that if the howling should ever start again, it means someone will die. One passage relates to the trial of the witches of Bakewell in 1608, saying that Lady Evangeline Vane was a witness for the prosecution. Annie Stafford and Jenny Green were found guilty of witchcraft and hung. A telling remark mentions that Annie Stafford cursed Lady Vane with the mark of the beast.
Okay. Do I have time to have a quick flick through and see if I can find any reference to times in which the beast has been stopped, it's been harmed, it's been hurt, it's been successfully fought off?
No. So this journal is, it's a journal from a previous vicar, from quite a long time ago, close on 100 years ago. It's written in Latin as a kind of a conceit of, at the time that the vicar would keep his notes and his journal in Latin, and it is purely his recording of legends and mythology of the region, and it is purely this is the local legend, this is the rumor, this is it, and that's pretty much all there is to it. In terms of any, people did see the beast, someone saw the hound, anything like that, there's nothing concrete as to the reality or what really happened or anything like that.
Okay. Can I mention this? Can I say this to Mr. Stratton, Reverend Stratton, and ask him if he knows anything about the legend, if he has heard it before?
I've heard locals talking of the black beast or the black dog of Edale, but nobody ever goes into any detail. It's just like the boogeyman. Although people do talk about a great black beast with glowing red eyes, and that's what really gave me a turn the other night when I saw the creature, the great the glowing red eyes. That I saw them for myself. That really gave me a start.
Well, I can imagine that would give me quite the start too. Have glowing red eyes come up in any of the other mythology you've ever read?
I've read things about demons and servants of the Dark One, but no, this is no, nothing in folklore. Usually they're quite prosaic. They're things that are easily translatable or recognizable as being, something from the real world that's been misunderstood.
And what do you know about curses, Reverend?
Well, other than they're a load of bunkum. I suppose your friends have already told you about our little order. My friends and I, the Derwent Valley Order of the Golden Druid. We're a historical society. We study pre-Roman mythology from the region, and all around the British Isles as much as we can. But no, in terms of things that relate to this or have parallels, this is quite a unique one. It does strike me as reminiscent of the werewolf myths, but there's some discrepancies. The fact that the constable shot one and killed it, and then that the example last night, there was no full moon last night, so the werewolf thing is it wears thin a little for me. But again, it's look, it's just nice to be able to talk to another educated person about this kind of thing. That's why we started off our little order of the Golden Druid as I love Edale and Lesser Edale. They're wonderful towns, a lovely little village, but very parochial, and it is nice to discuss deeper histories and things like that with people who are going to get to grips with them as much as I. I mean, Lord Vane is a good chap, and he and I have been friends for many years, but he is not one who would want to chew the fat about historical. Loveday, he continues like this for a good 10 or 15 minutes, chewing your ear, and he seems really delighted that, especially not being a crusty old man, peer. There's someone who be his carbon copy from another area. He's delighted that there's someone who's this kind of different who wants to listen to him, and so between the translation and that chat, you suddenly realize you're like running really late and you need to be getting back to the inn to get changed. Okay. Meanwhile, our lovely Constable Tumwell. Okay. You very quickly find out did I put a map of Edale, a Lesser Edale, up on the board last week?
Yep.
Let me check. Yeah, okay. So you very quickly work out where. I did? I don't see. There it is. Okay.
The number 1.
Yeah. You quickly see number 1 Constable Tumwell's house. It's quite a way out toward the Osgood farm. Okay. And you probably take the car to go up there because it's a good way out of town. So you go on up to Constable Tumwell's house. And is it just a go straight up and knock on the door kind of a thing, or you having a little shifty around first or anything like that?
I wouldn't mind a little mooch about. Just
Yeah,
to
I
see
guess
if
we're like
he's there.
observing as we're walking up to the door.
Okay, so you park a little way down the road, walk up to the house, have a little shifty round to look as you go up. You do see that outside his front door of his house, there's a little plaque of the constabulary. It seems like his house serves as the local police station. You also see, as you're observant ladies, you see that there is a telephone line running to the house. It is the only one you have observed in Lesser Edale.
Dun, dun, dun. It was the telephone
The
all along.
Sorry, I was trying to make notes on the witch trial and then got distracted by what the priest was saying. Did he say anything important?
I mean, he didn't think it was a werewolf, but this really seems set up like a werewolf. This is so.
Yes.
This feels so werewolf.
Yeah.
It could be a werewolf that doesn't need a full moon.
Yeah, and interesting that the priest is convinced that the constable really did shoot and kill something. So if Eloise's mother is not available,
When did she die?
Oh yeah.
but no, I'm just if she's not there or there is someone else missing, then we maybe have an answer as to what got shot.
Oh, good. Can you guys hear me?
It's been a dog.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're just ignoring you.
Cool.
We were in the middle of our theory discussion, and you interrupted our theory discussion.
Very good. Very good. I don't know how much you heard of the description of Tumwell's house.
Up to the phone
There's
line.
a little plaque. Go, very good. And you see that he's got the only phone line that you've seen in Lesser Edale so far, running to the house. And besides that, there's not much to see. It's quite a decently kept little garden, but not particularly fancy, pretty, anything like that. Quite functional. and the front door is open. As you kind of walk up the little path from the gate.
Hello?
Oh, there! Come in, come in.
Hi, Tumwell. This is my friend Florence, and obviously you've met myself, Ruby. How did the rest of the search go last night? Is there anything else to report?
Well, as we discussed last night, there's no point in digging too deep. Listen, you can call me Hubert or Constable Tumwell. Let's not just go with Tumwell. But look, no. So, just a quick. I'll show him on screen. In Roll20, he's a little heavy on the heavy side. He tends to wear a bit of a bemused look. From your interactions last night, you feel like that some of that might be a bit of kind of I'm just a simple copper kind of a routine. His uniform's well kept. He's always quite tidy and looks quite well organized. But definitely there is an element of the I'm the bumbling Bobby kind of about him. How much of it is disarming pretense and how much of it is true, it's not clear. But
he knew his way around the shotguns, didn't he? So
yeah, he's a so. I did shoot the beast, so there's not a lot to be too concerned about. I'm reasonably sure that was a dog or something last night.
But if this is a particularly strange breed of dog, there could be more of them, surely.
So you're thinking it might be like a roving pack of wild dogs.
could be.
Well, that definitely didn't sound
worth
like
thinking
anything
about,
I've
worth
ever
looking
heard.
into. The one I shot though, I mean, it went off to die in the hills, and there was no sign of any other ones. And there was no trouble since I shot it, thank God.
Did you see the dead, the body of the animal after it died, or did it?
Oh, no need. It was mortally wounded. There was no need to go looking for the body.
No need?
No, it was mortally wounded.
And you
Does
know
leave-
this for a fact.
Yes, of course.
If
Look,
there's-
it's been 3 months. 3 months, but there's been nothing. There's been nothing. You know, it was that 3 nights of the full moon 3 months ago, and once on the third night I shot the blighter. Nothing since. So nothing to see. Obviously I got it. Thanks be to God.
But if you didn't actually see the body, there's a possibility that it recovered.
Possibility that a pig flew past and got in the way of my shot too, isn't there? Possibility of anything. But no.
But
that's
there
not what
was a
happened.
loud
I shot
shriek
it,
last
and it
night.
went off and died.
And that
Yes,
wasn't a normal.
there was a howl of some kind last night. It sounded similar, and as you say, it could be that there's maybe a small pack of them, and this one was roaming separate to the others, or maybe this is the mate, and the first one has died, and now this one's gone hungry, and so it's finally decided to come on out. I don't know. But look, we won't. I don't want anyone pulling down and saying I didn't do what I did.
Oh no, I'm sure you definitely shot the animal. I'm just trying to work out what was the source. Well, we're trying to work out what it was last night, because it didn't sound like, just a regular dog. That was quite an awful sound. And did you say it was similar? Was that the sort of thing that you heard?
Was
the
similar.
night?
Was pretty close. Yes, the
That's-
3 nights. Some
It was
people have
3
said
nights.
that they heard it as well in the hills last month and the month before at the full moon too. But I heard nothing of the sort.
But you've never had an attack before the attack that's happened.
No.
recently?
We don't have stuff like that happening around Lesser Edale.
No, of course it's a safe place.
Mm.
No. Oh. Anyway, look. The tragic case is closed, and we don't need to be reopening it, because certainly the killings 3 months ago were done by the one that I shot. So that's case closed. Now, if there's another beast out and about and roaming the locality, definitely got to be on our watch, especially now the 3 nights of the full moon. Got to keep our eyes open. Okay, totally agree with that. And
Yes.
you know, I'm not against you and your friends having guns, but I will ask you to be sensible. Your friend, can't remember her name now. Last night, she seemed to know her way around that shotgun, so I will trust you to not do anything foolish and end up shooting somebody inadvertently. You know?
Has anyone else in the village come to like air their concerns or anything to yourself? Has anyone else approached you and mentioned that they were worried about things?
A couple of things over the odd pint and your normal rumblings, but nothing I take to heart too much. Now,
Could I do a psychology check?
anyone?
on him?
Yeah, you can absolutely.
Oh yes.
If
psychology
anyone wants to
time.
give me a charm or persuade
Yes,
or any other kind of
yes.
social check
I'm gonna
as well.
do psychology
See if you can
first, and
winkle
then I'm
anything.
gonna
Yeah.
try to persuade.
Okay.
So I've got extreme success psychology.
Oh, thank God, because
Okay.
I failed.
You can tell he's not 100% that he killed the dog, but he's committed to it. He said it to the out of town police who were sent in to. Remember, he mentioned out of town police had been sent in, and they were sent off on their way because he'd solved it already, and he's committed to this now, and he's doubled down, and he's not going to budge on it. This is the way it is, and that's what happened. So yeah, any further approaches, and this will inform your charm. Any further approaches will probably need to be on the side of, can you tell us more about how you did this and what it was? You know,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
It's a remarkable thing you did, and kind of that kind of thing
yeah.
tips also.
Right,
Okay.
okay.
So go ahead and
okay.
give me the charm. I'll give you a bonus dice for the extreme psychology successes. You kind of know what buttons to push now.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh, 0-5.
0-5. Okay.
Yep, 0-5 is a extreme success on the charm as well.
Okay.
Well, you lay it on a bit thick, and he gets a bit florid, and there's a bit of well, yeah, you don't need to say no, thank you. I just doing my duty. Yeah, thank you. And you kind of get the sense that maybe there's even a bit of guilt in there that he's getting praise, and he knows
Yeah.
underneath that he hasn't done the deed, and etc. But look, yeah. So George Osgood, Lydia Perkins, those were the two victims that were killed, and Harold Short was a day later. It was all very close together. It was all very sudden, and they were all killed quite near to their homes. So it was quite scary for the local people, the population. But that's where a man of the uniform has to step in and do his bit. Now the bodies that were ripped apart and savaged like a real grisly sight. The police examiner confirmed that the bite and claw marks were like wild animal attack, definitely like a wild dog or something. There was no way a person did this. Harold Short, now he wasn't killed. He was knocked unconscious. Had terrible wounds to his abdomen. He's gone to his brother's house in Skegness on the east coast to recuperate. but yeah, he's yeah. Mm, yes. Well, it's Skegness. Yes. You can tell he's kind of he's hesitant there, as if he's um, about to say something else, and then he doesn't.
Can we charm that out of him?
So, what do you think it might be that he's in order to pry? What kind of follow up question would you be asking? What do you think he's not saying?
I think maybe he thinks Harold might know something and doesn't want us to push on that, maybe.
Do you want to ask if there's a way to talk to Harold, or?
Yeah. Do we have to charm for that?
No. You've got the extreme success on the charm already. Just like shape me up a question there that I can answer.
That's all you, Florence.
Oh, would there be?
Or
any
can it be
way...
me as well with the thing?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, no.
You go
Oh,
for it.
right.
I don't love talking.
Yeah, absolutely. You can ride along on the charm.
When was the last time you spoke to Harold, Tumwell?
Well, I mean, I do have a phone number for him, but I haven't called. I don't really need to talk to him anymore.
I mean, we could call him if we wanted to check in, make sure he's okay. You got a number for him? We could do that for you. Take it off your hands.
I don't really need to talk to him, but listen, you ladies are. I get that you're following up from a place of concern, but and I'm not. You said you're a private investigator, yes?
Yes.
I don't know who's paying you now. But,
No one's paying me.
you seem quite well known in the locality, so listen, I have the only phone in the village, so if you're gonna make a phone call, you'll need to do it here. But yeah, he goes to his desk and shuffles around through some papers and comes back with a notebook and hands you a notebook on just one thing written on the page that he has open is just Harold Short and a phone number and Skegness underneath. And before you go on to that, then we will jump to Valentine and Mihal, who it may have been spoiled a little as to what happens when they ask around, find out that Harold Short is away and his house is closed up. You're told the constable might know where he is, but nobody else has seen him. No one knows if he's even going to come back. So with that information in hand, Valentine and Mihal, is there any other avenue you want to follow? Do you want to go talk to any of the other victims' families or anything like that?
Well, can we have a
Now,
chat, maybe?
I mean, John Perkins, you might already feel that you've got as much as you can there, or you might want to go dig deeper. But the other family is the Osgood family, so you could dig in there.
Valentine, what do you think? We could head on a little further down the road to the Osgood farm. I suspect we're not going to get any information other than Oogie Boogie was a big dog with red eyes and it ate my friend. I mean, I'm not sure what we're going to get out of them.
Well, I suppose... what was the name of the person who died?
George Osgood, I think, yeah.
Yeah, was anyone with him? Do we know that? Or was he just by himself?
You don't know.
We could go down and see if someone will talk to us.
I don't know. Yeah, I
But I don't
mean,
know
if
if
it was
this
just
gets us
him,
anywhere.
then obviously, unless we resurrect the dead, we can't really learn anything. But if there was a witness, I don't know, maybe there's some more defining feature.
All right, should we
Other
go see?
than
By the way, I don't know what
Regrouping.
you're doing later on. Are you planning to go to this lunch up at Castle Hoo-Ha?
Casaluha. I mean, I kind of
Do you know
want to
Plum,
just
the
to
Plum Castle?
I kind of want to just see if their heads explode, but also, do I want to go to a fancy lunch? Are you going to go?
I wasn't planning on it. I mean, I don't know if anybody really has sat down to think whether it's a good idea for me to get in the same room as an English lord, but I don't see it going particularly well myself.
I mean, I think it'll be entertaining if nothing else. For me, I mean.
I don't know. I wasn't planning on it. I think everybody would rest easier if I wasn't in the room. Do you know, like Florence and Loveday are going to be trying all this, strategies and tactics and asking questions and stuff, and I'll just start a fight with the man. I'll just say something mean about the plantation or something,
Yeah, I would not bring up the plantation.
Or I'll be like, you don't own this fucking land, you big bollocks, and then he won't know what I mean,
You'd imagine he would know. Well,
He'll pretend he doesn't.
kind of does know in the land, I suppose.
He doesn't at all.
We could always go and have a look around the grounds, look for.
I think Ludmilla has been
tracks.
rubbing off on me.
Oh,
Nobody
he's a bit
owns
of a
the
Bolshevik.
land.
He's a sort of a.
How much land does a man need?
Think where this man comes from. Do you know, like an English lord is a very, very weighty subject. Where he's
Oh,
from.
100%. Yeah.
I was thinking about a hike out to Mamtor if there's nothing else going on.
So you guys discussing this as you're walking up toward
Up towards Osgood Farm. Yeah.
Osgoods. Okay.
I think that we potentially have a look around the grounds of the house. I mean, everything
Which
seems to be
the farm.
no. When the ladies are at the lunch later, that we have a look for tracks around.
Poke around in the castle. Go werewolf.
Not
hunting.
in the castle, in the grounds.
Well, you didn't do too great at sneakily looking at the letter there last night, I have to say. I'm not so.
Oh well, you weren't very helpful either.
I was super
And
sneaky, I would point out.
I set up Loveday to go and see him, so it all worked out fine in the end.
It was great. I'm not 100% confident of your stealthy skills.
Well, I'll be fine.
Let's not fight, because if we do, they'll say it was my fault.
Yes, you got to save something for the English word.
So about a half mile west of the village, you come to the Osgood farm. It's a single bungalow, a reasonable size, but with a few outbuildings, a couple of sheds and a barn, and you go up to the door, give a wee knock, and a woman answers the door. She's looks in her early 40s, maybe late 30s. Maybe life has just been a bit hard. She might be even younger, but certainly she's looks quite a little haggard at the moment. And as she opens the door, you can see that she's kind of trying to hold something back behind her, whether it's a dog trying to get out, or maybe kids, or you don't know. But she's definitely kind of holding the door and trying to keep something behind her. Hello, can I help you?
We should have made a plan. Hello, how are you?
Probably.
Myself, my friend here, we're sort of we're visitors to the village. I hope you don't mind us interrupting. We were up last night with the vicar when those terrible howls were heard, and he suggested that we call on you to see how you're doing, to make sure you're all right.
Do we have our regalia on, or are we
I think I do, don't I? I think I've been in regalia.
You did yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. Well, then let's assume.
Her eyes flick to the collar and the kind of black garb, and she glances at you, Valentine, slightly appraising look. You're not with the papers, are you?
Not at all.
No.
Oh no, we're not.
Okay. I've talked about this quite a lot. I don't know how much else I want to get into it. Does anyone want to try and persuade her, or charm her, or fast talk her, or give her a poke or anything? Away from the door, you.
Who said that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Channeling what you could do. In a
I will attempt
more
to
aggressive
charm
mix
her
style.
with my
Ooh,
Oh,
papish wiles.
good.
I can't wait to see how this goes.
Here we go. Okay. It's a failure. It's a failure.
Talk me through the approach a little bit and see what's the angle? Are we just like, I'm a priest, let me in? You know you want to go on.
It doesn't really
Or
matter. I failed. So I mean,
it does.
essentially, I
Yeah,
think that is
it
the
does.
really
It makes
angle.
a difference. It does make a difference.
No, I don't think I'd be pulling the Catholic card around here. I think just compassion and maybe mentioning that we bumped into Mr. Perkins last night and we looked after him, and it made us want to check in on her health and well-being. You know.
Just about getting yourself a bonus dice with that scintillating role play.
Okay, so how does the bonus dice work? What do I do?
Just click bonus penalty at the bottom, and that'll be your new tens dice. Well, there you go. She's not particularly sold unless you want to spend some luck or push the roll. She's
10 points. What do you think, Saorla? Push it or?
It's
mean,
that
do you
or I
wanna
attempt
try?
to charm her, but
Just,
then I might
don't think
fumble
I
it.
get anything higher than that. I'll push it.
okay.
This door will.
You
I don't
double
think we're
down.
losing massively if this door gets.
You double down, and you think you're getting more charming. Tell me how you change your approach here.
I'm going to say, would you believe Mr. Perkins was so upset and so disoriented last night? He did not remember what had happened to poor Lydia.
Ooh. So you crack open the. He thought she's still alive, and start picking at the open wound and see how that goes. Cool. Okay, go on. Give us a reroll. It might go great,
I mean, if you're going to double down,
but if
you're
it
double
fails,
down,
this is where things go poorly. With
that
the push roll.
is where I live. Oh, fuck.
She starts bawling, crying. I know exactly what's happening with John. I've heard what's happening with John, and it's a tragedy. It's just so bad.
It is a tragedy.
And my own two kids here, Maggie and Rachel, they don't understand why their dad isn't coming home, and how you're at the door, and they're here behind me, and you just won't let us be. Why do you have to come? By the Lord's grace, why do you have to rub it in?
But you know, it's
you're
to do with the beast who just
you
ripped
should
her
know
husband to
better.
shreds.
You
We
should
just
know
want to talk
better.
about.
Why?
I
Why
just
are
want
you
to ask
doing
about,
this to me?
like, how did
Just
you see the beast
leave us
yourself?
alone. Would you ever just leave us
How many
alone?
bits of them were left at the end?
And then behind her you hear the two girls start to scream and cry. And Dad will get rid of him. Call Daddy, Ma. Call Daddy. He'll get rid of him.
What?
Who's Daddy?
What? Who did the beast kill if Daddy's here?
Yeah.
You see those kids? They're asking for their dad again. See what you've done.
Right. Valentine, you take over, please.
Okay.
I'm just going to mute my microphone while you...
Valentine, I would give me a
setting it up.
psychology check, please.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where we can start with this.
Success.
You are reasonably certain there is no recovering this situation.
Oh, God.
This is a turn tail and run moment.
Yeah, I think it's time to go. We're so sorry for interrupting your morning medical.
Oh, and you a foreigner as well. Oh, we don't need your likes coming in and around our farm. Just go on. Be gone with you. The door slams in your face.
I think that was terribly unnecessary. But all right.
They hate the French around here, Valentine. They hate the French.
I don't think she particularly cared for you either.
I think if I'd been here on my own, it might have gone different. But look,
yes, it was my fault.
Can you do an English accent? Can you?
I never felt the need to do an English accent.
You have try. I'm challenging you. There's your need. Go on. Let's hear your English accent.
What kind of English accent I do?
Northumberland.
What is that?
I assumably you guys are walking down the path of the from the house now, right?
Yes, I
You're
think
not
you're
you're not
gonna
having
shut
this
if we stay
conversation
here.
on her doorstep. Lest she be screaming for the police.
Jeez. Well,
Well,
that would
mission accomplished.
wonderfully.
Yeah.
Perhaps
On the
we
bright side,
Mm.
there's no sign of any phone lines to the house. You're reasonably confident she won't be calling the police.
To say what? There's a French woman and an Irishman on the list. Like, what do we do?
I'm being harassed.
What the police?
well, she's
The
going
foreigners
to
are bothering me.
she's going to tell all her friends now that the foreigners are coming and upsetting her and her tiny fatherless children.
Yeah. At least we didn't bring the shotguns. That would have been worse.
That well, I don't know if it would have gone better or worse, honestly.
You're
don't
not
think
sure,
we would've
Valentine,
seen
from the way
it.
she started melting down there at the end, that it could have gone any worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will leave you, gentlefolk, on the walk back. You may even spot your friend's car or the car that you've been driving, Valentine, on the road outside the police constable's house as you walk back from the Osgood farm.
Who was driving the car?
I believe Florence said she drove up.
Oh,
It's not a wild escapade to drive half a quarter mile up the road.
no, I just didn't know Florence could drive.
Anyone can drive. Just can you stay on the road when things go wrong?
I feel like it's a learned
Yeah,
skill.
everyone has a base drive skill, drive auto. Even
Oh,
even
do
in the
they?
1920s, everyone has a base
Okay.
drive auto skill.
Not good at it.
He said confidently, "Let me check that. It may be 0 in the 1920s. I could be. I could be very
Wait,
wrong.
no, I'm fairly certain
get
I've got some.
lessons to-
Yeah, I'm reasonably sure everyone has a bit. She's no Le Mans driver though. I mean,
Didn't someone drive the car when it crashed back in?
30. Drive auto, I have 30.
that was the chauffeur.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was one
but
of
then-
those days driving.
He was in a
I was
bad
about
way.
to
I think
say.
Florence
Did they
did
not
that.
drive
it was
after?
Oh yeah, Florence
Yeah.
drove along in the snow and ice. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did a great job of it.
Yeah. I was very, very
Only
careful.
failed a little bit.
I only failed a little bit.
Okay. So back in Constable Tumwell's house, who's getting on the phone?
Ruby and phones don't mix, so Florence, I think you should take the lead on this one.
Okay, I always talk on the phone. Okay, do we want some plan of what we're going to ask? Am I going to tell him?
I mean, I'm going to assume that Tumwell's going to be here the whole time in the room with us.
Oh, yes.
Right.
But I'm more.
Well,
is it just going to upset?
Unless you want some privacy, but I don't see the need.
Oh no!
wouldn't
I
mind
see no
hearing
reason
what's
at all.
said.
You'll feel absolutely. Thank you for allowing us to use the phone. Absolutely.
Well,
we would
thank you.
expect you to be in the room.
Thank you.
You don't happen to have a pen and paper, do you, Tumwell, please?
Any number of notepads.
I was more thinking, is it worth telling him that we heard the same cry or a very similar cry, or is that just going to upset him? But it would be good to check in on him.
Yeah, I'd say just ask about his well-being and then his experience, what he saw, what he went through, and then if he does question it, you can always bring it up in a sympathetic way. You're great at this stuff, Florence. I think you'll do it.
Okay.
You've got this. But I will have the notepad
See
and pen
Tumwell
at my hand,
giving
just in
an
case.
appreciative nod at your team play there, and your bolstering up your companion.
Okay.
Operator, can you put me through? So you
I
give him
assume
a number.
Yeah.
A number in Skegness, and the operator patches you through to Skegness, and you get put through to someone in Skegness. The phone is answered.
Hello?
Hello. Can I help you?
I was calling
Who
to
is this?
speak to... this is Florence Harper. I was calling to speak to Howard Short.
Well, that's my brother. Thomas Short. Howard isn't in a great way. Bed rest has been recommended. He's convalescing at the moment, not to be disturbed.
Would a
Is there
short...
anything I can help you with?
I was hoping to, if it would be possible to speak to him even for a short amount of time. Nothing
Is that a
too
joke?
strenuous. No, sir, no. Pardon my mistake of language. Even for a brief period of time.
Yeah,
Not...
I got it. I understood. That's what, I'm not inclined to put you on to my brother. I could probably tell you what I know. You could try and charm or persuade him to tell you what he knows, or even put you through to his brother. But it's you get the sense that he's quite firm and not letting
Okay.
anyone speak to his brother while he's resting.
In that case, I'm
How do you
going
want
to
to
attempt to
approach
try to charm him into telling
Charm
me.
again? Okay.
Because it's what I'm good at. She says as she just... I'm sure I'll fail it now.
The private investigator who
Oh.
lives on her charm skill.
Yep, of course. That is the time at which it doesn't work.
And are we pushing it, or are we giving away 29 points of luck?
I think that
Um,
we've learnt today that maybe pushing rolls isn't worth it.
Hubert Tumwell is standing there beside you, or a little way off, and Ruby, you see his face as Florence starts sweet talking this Thomas Short after making a pun about his name. And
Didn't go down well.
Hubert
The
is
short
like this.
didn't go down
I
well.
swear.
He's like
It was
this.
an accident, I swear.
I'm not really inclined to talk to you if you get my drift. I don't have any idea what you're looking for. Why you want to talk to me, brother?
And then Ruby will
And,
write on a piece of paper that we are here with Tumwell, and then shows it to
Yeah, I'm
Florence.
here.
Big shock face on him.
Your details were given to me by Constable Tumwell. I did not mean to cause any offence. I am a private investigator and I'm just trying to look into what happened.
Oh,
to
someone
your
paying
brother.
for information, are they? Oh, you didn't offer me any of that money.
I'm
I'm
not
supposed
being
to just
paid.
spill all my brother's trauma and secrets out to you. Are you sure you're not a journal?
I am most certainly not a journalist, sir. I'm offended. I am not doing
this is getting better by the minute. Now you're offended. You're the one ringing me, chasing up all my brother's sadness and heartbreak. Now you're offended.
I fear I misspoke. I am just trying to help. If I'm just
You're trying to help me, or you're trying to help Howard?
I'm trying to help you
Harold.
both. If there's any information that you have that will help in preventing this happening again, then
Oh, I see. You're trying to stop it, are you? Well, I heard that the copper up there, that constable you apparently have been talking to, I heard he shot the creature, so it ain't gonna happen again.
and last night there was a howl that sounded exactly like the beast.
Yeah.
So
That
I'm
doesn't
responding.
sound so good.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't let you talk to Harold. He'd have an absolute meltdown.
Well, I wouldn't have told him.
You've no idea how bad he's been. And I mean, the look in his eyes, the fear, the doctors don't think he's going to recover. The mind, the body, they said it'll recuperate, but the mind, they don't think it's going to heal.
The trauma?
Aye, that's what I said.
Is he resting? Does he remember much of what happened?
Thankfully not. He ranted and raved about it for a while, but now, look, I'll give you a bit. He told me he was taking his evening walk. It was nearby the village. He said a huge dark shape appeared from out of nowhere, and he had a burning pain as claws raked his body. Now, that was bad enough. But then the bit he raves and rants about is before he was knocked down unconscious. He saw red eyes in a foul-smelling, grey-coloured head, and he said he's had nightmares of that beast hunting him through his dreams. A grey-coloured, foul-smelling nightmare beast.
It must be quite frightening.
Well, he's pretty. I think pretty traumatized is the way they put it in when we bring him in. Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Of course.
I'm quite done, and you can tell Constable Tumwell from me. I am gone from Lesser Edale many years now, but I remember him, and I thought he was a better lad than this to send strangers calling.
I'm sorry for taking up your time. And thank you.
Oh,
for the
taking up my
information.
time, is it? It wasn't taking up my time that's the problem.
I'm sorry.
Came on a bit strong. You make jokes about my name, and you have no consideration for my brother's well-being. You're just calling to poke in and pry. Someone's obviously paying you because you're a private investigator. Someone's paying you to get to the bottom of it, and you have no concern for whose lives you trample over in the meantime.
I hope to be able to convince you that
I've said my bit now, and I won't have a go at you anymore. But we'll leave it at that now.
We'll leave it at that.
Ruby, you could hear. No, you couldn't hear what he was saying, but you could hear the ongoing.
Hear the tone.
And you could see Florence getting progressively paler and paler. She's standing there going. There's probably a little bit of red flushing up as well as she's like holding back from not laying into him.
So how did that go, Florence? Well?
Quite
Don't
poorly.
go very well at all.
Quite poorly. I think I have very much offended the man and not got very much information either.
Well, thank you for throwing my name into the mix.
My
Didn't
apologies
really need
for
that,
that.
did I?
No, you most definitely did not. I was somewhat flustered in the moment, I'll be honest. I think I...
You'll probably be getting a
Maybe
call from the
quite.
super in Edale, or maybe even Derby. Jeez, no good. I don't need that kind of a...
No.
Why would they
No.
call you?
Because he's going to complain.
But you've done literally
You
nothing
ladies.
wrong.
Hey, come on now. You ladies come in here, and I get turned around by a nice smile, and do more than I should, and I give you my information, and oh well. Look, let's call it that now. I need to go for my lunch.
Yes, I think let's leave it at that. We won't take up any more of your
Come
time.
on, don't worry. I won't hold it against you.
Well, I'm sure nothing else will come of it, and if it does, you can just send them my way. How about that?
Oh, it was Ruby
Fontaine.
Fontaine. It was Ruby Fontaine what done it.
Yeah.
That'll go down really well. And you notice now his local accent is coming out. A trace of the dialect is coming in under his kind of rumble. There's a bit more of the dialect showing, and a bit less of the slightly put on almost army officer voice that he pretends to. Yeah, they'll take that. Look, I'll take me bollocking. That's all that matters. It's all right.
Oh, don't be like that, Tumwell.
What they gonna do? Fire me?
It'll be fine. Don't stress about it.
It'll be fine. Go away. Okay, and so, we say you guys are coming out of Tumwell's around about the time that you find your companions walking past the car, kind of giving it the side eye as they come back from the Osgoods farm.
Hello,
Yeah,
guys.
hello.
Fancy meeting you here.
Howie.
Hello. How was your visit with the constable?
Could have gone better.
Could have gone better.
Could have been worse, though.
Oh, well, that's
Could have
good.
been worse.
I think the constable still liked us, maybe. But we got on the phone to Howard Short, and I couldn't speak to him, but I spoke to his brother. And all we found out was that poor Howard's very traumatized, which I think we could already guess. Big grey.
Is it
foul
Howard or
smelling
Harold?
thing. Sorry, is it
Harold.
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 I
That sounds
misspoke
like-
once, and Constable Tumwell misspoke once.
Oh, okay. I think
At the
it's
same
miswritten in my notes somewhere.
I certainly didn't get it wrong twice. Once was one of the characters.
Spoke to Harold's brother Thomas. Harold's rather traumatized, saw a foul-smelling grey beast. So all we've got is that it smells bad. But Thomas didn't let us speak to Harold, and I offended him. I asked if I could speak to Harold for a short amount of time, and he got ever so offended. It was entirely unintentional. But he
That
thought
sounds
I
like
made
you're
a pun of
totally
his
telling
name,
the
and
truth there.
he got quite annoyed with me. And he got
I think you've
very
just been
angry.
spending too much time with Mick, hey Mick?
What do you mean?
I'm just,
I
you know,
normally ever so
you
good at
have a
these
gift.
things.
I do.
Oh, well.
Yes, he was
And,
quite unhappy with me.
Good.
What about you
Unfortunately-
guys? Did you find anything out?
She was a total racist.
She was a racist, but that came out after we all sent her and her fatherless children into hysterics. So,
I'm sorry.
oh,
children were
they're very
crying?
bad. Yes,
You made children cry, Mick?
yes.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
a bad day. This is a very
Always,
bad
always
day.
left now.
And now
He's
we have to
ashamed.
go to lunch.
Oh, well. Maybe
So
you
you guys
can
get in the
lunch.
car, head off down to Lesser Edale. Find Loveday in a bit of a lather, dashing back up to the inn, thinking she's really late, and you guys are just arriving back in the car. We say all of you guys get together, organize yourselves. Are you all going to go up to Castle Plum?
Nope.
Oh, I thought you were
You're not
skulking
gonna go-
about.
You're not going to
I
go
want
out
to
and
go.
poke around.
I would like to go skulking the grounds. Although will that get us shot?
You've got a
Make sure
shotgun.
that you get out early enough.
I do have a
if
shotgun.
that's the case.
Mick seems quite inclined to go and poke around Mamtor on his own.
Well, I mean, I don't mind on my own or not. I'm just like, I mean, like, let's all be completely honest here. We know what's going to happen if I go up to Plum Castle. I'll either
I
be
think-
driven insane trying to be nice to the man, and like, my head will explode. Or
And
I'll
I
just
think if
say
you
what I think and we'll all be
both,
sorry.
I think if you both try to sneak around the grounds, you're likely to get caught. Whereas if we try to talk with the family and get some, goodwill, we may be more like that. May be a stronger lead than poking around.
Not if there's the werewolves. Then they're
Oh
definitely
yes,
not
by the
as,
way, one of them is definitely a werewolf. There's a curse on the family. I found out from the journal.
oh,
Big
God.
information
gosh.
there.
Oh yeah.
What kind of curse?
There was a witch trial, and one of the witches cursed the lady of the manor at the time, which I wouldn't usually believe, but given that we've definitely heard some giant, disgusting creature, I'm inclined to believe the curse is quite real.
So they actually did catch an actual witch for once instead of just burning some poor woman. Not that
Yes.
witches aren't poor women. I'm just, usually
Yes.
just got whoever.
Yes,
they
it's a
could
pretty
see.
impressive curse if it's still going 400 years later. So, they
Seems
probably,
really.
maybe it was a good thing they sort of...
We all
Anyway.
take the usual church line against the poor innocent witches. You gotta get some hate in the comments for that, Miha.
Huh? What did I do now?
You're taking the church's line against the witches. All
No,
this
I
witch
said nothing
hate,
against
it
the
doesn't go
witches.
down well online.
Look, he's a Catholic priest in the 1920s. I think he'll have a certain line on witches, but I don't think. He did
In the
say
words of
that.
Xander, which is totally crazy because witches are wonderful people too.
It's fairies now. Fairies, I won't hear a word said against.
Okay, so who then is going to go with Mihal to Mam Tor, or are you going up on your own?
I feel like he'll die if he goes by himself. And I imagine that the English lords don't like the French either, although I don't know why. They're very lovely.
There could be some good journalism out there on the hill.
How would it be good journalism on the hill?
If you were a good enough journalist now, you'd find it wherever you went.
Right, take guns, both of you, please.
I was just thinking that, except if we're spotted with guns, they'll think that we're poachers. So what do we do? There's
Well,
nothing
they don't
for
seem to
me.
be
But
shooting
Florence,
poachers.
Florence, you know that's fine as long as you tell him and he warns off the gamekeepers.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry,
so
what do I do?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
let's
okay.
go out
Florence,
there with
Florence
those
needs to
shotguns.
let him know, and then you're okay.
Well, can you
Okay.
do that, Florence?
if
Yeah,
I
maybe do that before we leave.
I can say so. Well, I can
Brilliant.
mention
Yeah,
when
don't
I
say we're
arrive.
werewolf
So
hunting now,
that would
because
be
he'll
when
think
I
we're out there
arrive,
to
right?
kill his daughter.
But just
My
say that
my
we're-
Irish friend and my French friend are up in the hills with guns.
Just tell him that we're
That
do
may
you
not
have any
go so
grenades?
well. That may not go so well.
Just say we're doing target practice.
Well, I could
Funny.
Just
I
say we
could
heard a
ask-
great...
Yeah.
Just say we heard a great beastie last night, so none of us are going anywhere without guns. I think that's entirely reasonable.
Just say we're
Yes,
afraid of
that-
running.
Yeah,
we
watch
may
his face
mention
now. When
to
you say
the-
that, watch his face carefully.
What?
I said, if you tell him that we're bringing around guns because we heard a beast last night howling, watch his face.
Oh, that's a good point.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I think if I mention that we may be, heading around the grounds, or that friends of mine may be out hunting, and to call off the games master, he would, if I was polite enough about it, he would, yes, allow you to do so.
I'm hearing a lot of maybes here, and I'm not hearing that you are going to tell him that we are walking around with guns.
Okay, well, we're drawing up a plan. We're drawing up a plan. The plan will be that I will drop into conversation that you are out with guns.
The plan
because
will
of
be,
the-
are you going to do it or are you not going
Yeah,
to do
but
it?
when is it being dropped into conversation? We could be dead by then.
Well, do you want me to call him up
You guys-
now? We're just
I
about
don't
to
think
have
you
lunch.
can.
And now
Say it
Florence
over.
knows how Mrs. Osgood felt.
They're racists. Like that. Here's one thing though, Valentine. Should we try to search out this Ernie Butthead that the lads were talking to last night, the tracker? stroke
Ernie,
poacher?
Ernie Wallop.
Butthead.
Ernie Wallop.
Put
Would he be any use
respect on
to
that
us
man's name.
Lovely man.
Tracking, no doubt. Maybe we could get him to act
Is
as a
it the
guide,
guy
and then when we're
who-
halfway out, tell him to start tracking the werewolf.
You could probably... You fucking cat. Sorry, excuse me. She's going for my curtains. Stop it!
Get the guns! It's the werewolf!
Shotgun.
Sorry, okay. Sorry. I've exposed myself
Plus
to
they
be
came
judged
under
bottoms.
attack.
My curtains, no.
Okay. So,
So is that a good idea or a bad idea to get Ernie Wallop to... Will he just cramp our style?
I think good.
Oh, I
idea.
think he's
Lovely man.
I think he could help you. I could think he could be a serious
Yeah.
ally.
Just
And
don't get him
also-
killed, because I will be
He's an
very
NPC.
sad.
But that was good to my point, that if there's a werewolf, we need to sacrifice somebody.
Yeah, nobody died in the last while.
If Ernie
Okay.
Wallop dies, I'm killing you both.
so
It doesn't need to be so violent.
We will say that Florence, you've arranged for Lord Arthur to send a cart down to bring you up, right? So you guys are getting the cart up to the castle, and Valentine takes the car and drives Michal out Mamtor direction, because it's quite a distance. It's a lot further than the Osgood farm. So you go kind of off in opposite directions, as
Sorry.
Shoot it.
poor Andy.
No.
I will say that cats are better than dogs, so at least be happy with that.
My curtains right now would disagree.
Okay. So Michal, you and Valentine arrive up to the rugged hills of Mamtor. You see some examples of those on the board. It is reminiscent of back home.
Wait, sorry,
but-
did we collect Ernie on the way?
Yes, yeah. So you pick up Ernie. It takes you a bit of time to kind of ask for where would he be hanging out, and if he's not waiting outside the pub to be open, he's probably at the general store, etc. So you ask around, you poke around a bit, and you find Ernie, and convince him to go up Mamtor with you and show you around, and maybe help you do a bit of tracking, see if there's any tracks of this beast, and etc. And you probably, you assuming you don't alienate him, let's not worry about rolling any dice to invoke any curses or anything. You manage to get him on side, and he gets quite excited about we might find it, we might catch it ourselves, and it'll be great. Do you think you'll get our names in the paper? Meanwhile, Florence, Loveday, and Ruby get a cart up to Castle Plum, and as you go up the sweeping drive up onto the great hill, you see the castle sitting, and it is a real castle sitting up on the hillside, looking out over the full sweep of the estates. Florence, it's a familiar sight to you, but still, it's quite imposing, perched there on the hillside. Loveday and Ruby, this is very much the quintessential old British castle. There's a moment driving up, or as you rattle up in the car, that you're looking and you think, if we were coming to try and get in here, if we were storming this place, we'd never stand a chance. It gives that really imposing, highly defensible, impregnable kind of look that they're designed to give more the kind of impression of solidity and security than anything else. You rattle up to the kind of large archway in front of the castle. The cart rolls in under the arch, and you're under the coverway in front of the great doors. And standing outside the front, you see you have to say kind of this gentleman, would be the best way to put it. He's not particularly tall. He doesn't cut a hugely imposing figure, but there is definitely a presence about him. He steps forward with a big smile and kind of gives a little wave to Florence as he walks forward. He's an older gent, in his 60s. He's cast from a mold, gradually fading from the world. He's quite strongly built, not particularly big, but he was probably quite a handsome guy in his youth. He's got a heavy walrus moustache, a bald pate, bushy eyebrows, and he's impeccably groomed. And as you pull up, he says quite warmly, Ladies, welcome to Castle Plum. I thought I'd come greet you myself, Florence, as a welcome returning visitor.
Thank you.
Come on in and let's make you at home. Sorry we haven't had you stay. Larry apparently met some of your friends in the bar last night. I don't know if they told you. He got a fabulous impression. So we're really looking forward to getting to know you over lunch better. And he looks around. And he says, "It's just the three of you."
Yes, two of our friends who travelled with us have gone off for a bit of an expedition.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, never mind that. Let's go on in and maybe get to the food first. And he taps his belly, which there is not much of a gut, considering his age. He seems in pretty good trim, but he does give that kind of exaggerated older gent saying, "Let's feed my tummy." A little kind of charming. You see where Ruby, in fact, it probably, especially you kind of say you think to yourself, this kind of what Lawrence is trying to do, but maybe not quite having the depth of personality yet to carry it off. Come in. Eloise is so excited to see you, Florence.
Oh, I'm happy to see her. Very excited.
And he stands by the door. Huge oak door, studded with really big iron rivets. And he gestures for you to enter. And the three of you walk into the dark, cold corridor of Castle Plum. He steps in behind you and the door swings shut. Oh. We'll see you next week.
I wonder if we're ever going to escape this castle now.
It's fine. They
Who
like it.
knows?
Who knows?
Oh, look, thank you very much. Thank you, and thanks everyone for watching. It was really great to have you. Could be some interesting misadventures next week. Maybe a little less alienating the locals, a little more exploring the countryside. Or for the ladies, we could have a wonderful, delicious lunch and just such a nice afternoon in front of the fire. Wouldn't that be pleasant? We'll see how it goes next week.